Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Monica, with MShaunPlans, and I'm here. I know I've not been really present on my social media lately, but I'm here to film a currently inked video for January 2024. So if you would like to see what inks I have in these beautiful pens here, stay tuned. As I said in my intro, this is my, excuse me, January currently inked. I currently have, I think, 12 pens inked. Some of them are carryovers from previous months, even though I did not film a currently inked video. I think my last one was maybe September, if I'm not mistaken. I think I carried over from September to October, and then I inked in November and then carried over to December. And then there was just some pens that I just really wanted to go ahead and write dry because they were almost dry. So I'm carrying those over until January. In this video, we're going to talk about my currently inked. Like I said, we're also going to talk about my goals and what I plan on, what are my plans for this channel. So the first pen I have is my Kaweco Student in 50 Jazz with a fine nib, and I love writing with these. I love the weight of the pen. I'm learning a lot about what I like in a pen, my writing style, how I like to hold my pen, what's comfortable and what's uncomfortable for me. So, but I do like the weight of this pen. I like the fact that the cap makes it a little bit back heavy, but not a whole lot. So, and this is ink with Birmingham Pen Company Bellflower. So, trying to make that little perfect square of it. It's okay. And that's something else I'm learning. Stop trying to be perfect. Because there is no perfect person, or there's nothing perfect. It's just all about perception. So this is my Kaweco Student. And this is in the 50s Jazz with a fine nib. And this is Birmingham Pen Company Bellflower. And I'm also learning that a Western fine is okay with me. Now, an Eastern fine, I don't know. I can't say. It's a totally different type of fine. Not that I'm not willing to try it out, but yeah, I'm liking a Western fine because of my handwriting, because it is so big, and I'm really cramming this in here right now. So yeah, but that is the first one. My second pen is my Diatramentis Cola. Not my Diatramentis, Jesus. My Estabrook Cola. And this is in a medium nib, which is kind of my sweet spot for writing. And this is inked with Diatramentis Black Red. And I love the Yovo nibs, and this is a Yovo nib, a medium Yovo nib. They write so well. I love the way they write. Again, I have been, in these couple of months, I've just not been inking pens and writing with them. I've actually been learning what I like, how I like to hold it, how wet I like my ink, how I like the flow of the pen, what nibs do I like. This has been an eye-opening experience for me. So I'm really, really liking the Yovo nibs, and this is the Estabrook Cola. With a medium nib. And then this is Diatramentis. Oh, Lord. And I'm also learning not to grip my pen so tight. I don't know why, but when I started using fountain pens, it was like this was the one that I needed to, just really have that death grip on. But I'm learning to relax my hand and let the pen do the writing, not my hand. So that I'm learning some things about myself, and I'm learning some things about my style. So I'm very, very happy with it. And then my next one is another Estabrook in Botanical Garden. And I inked this with an ink that was given to me by my very, very good friend Kenshin Crafts, who I love to call Wow. He sent me the San Francisco exclusive ink from Colorverse, and that's what I put in this pen. So, and this is also a medium nib. Estabrook SD Botanical Garden. I don't know if it's Botanical Garden or just Botanical. And we're just going to put Colorverse San Francisco Pen Show, Golden Gate Bridge. Now, I will say that these first four are carryovers. So this one, I think, is about 3/4 of the way complete. And I know I checked the Kaveco yesterday. It is almost done, and so is my Estabrook Cola. So I'm probably going to use those two this week in my plan with me and in my journaling, just to go ahead and get it used up. So my next pen is my beloved Benu Euphoria. And this is a Goulet Pens exclusive. And this is iced caramel latte. And this is in a fine nib. Oh, so pretty. And I don't cap this pen because, oh Lord, look at me. Thank God nothing broke. If I cap it, it is entirely too long. And the cap tends to make it more back weighted, so I can't hold it like I want to. I kind of have to grip it a little bit harder in order to balance it out. So I just don't cap this pen. And I love the sound of the feedback with this nib. It is so nice. It's not scratchy, it's just the feedback. So this is my Benu Euphoria. Iced caramel latte. And this is in a fine nib. And this is inked with Colorverse's Coffee Break. I didn't say anything because I was really hoping you can hear that feedback in that nib. I love that sound. It is so relaxing and just enjoyable that when I use this pen, I try to sit in a quiet place just so I can hear myself write. I love it. But this is also a carryover, and I think this may be almost finished. Let's see here. Nope. Still got a long way to go. So yeah, this will be definitely loved in the month of January. The next pen that I have is my TWSBI Eco and Indigo and Bronze. And I don't remember if I did a currently inked with this particular pen. If I did, here it is again. But this is still inked with Rohr and Klinger's Verdigris. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have been really enjoying this combination. This has been writing for me so smooth, and this is in a medium nib. This, I don't know, I have just really and truly just enjoyed the overall experience of this ink and pen combo. It is a little disheartening that, let's see, it's about right here, but the ink is so thick that you really can't tell. Like, I have my Canva light, which is really, really small, but I also have a bigger ring light right here, and I can just hold it up and I can see that it is about here with the ink level. But like I said, it is so thick that you really can't tell unless you hold it up to the light. But this writing experience has been definitely enjoyable. So this is my TWSBI Eco. And Indigo. And Bronze. And I actually almost missed out on this. Is this a limited edition? I'm not really sure, but I'm going to say I almost missed out on it because I was like, I don't need another pen. I don't need another pen. I don't need another pen. And then I was like, oh, girl, you know you love blue. Stop it. Just stop it. So I went ahead and I picked it up along with, and when I was looking on the site for inks, I was like, what can I write? Or what can I match this with? Because there are times I like to match my inks with my pen. And I saw this one swatched on the Goulet Pens website, and I was like, yeah, this is the one. And I didn't get a sample. I got a bottle. So, yeah. And this is Verdigris. And like I said, I've really been enjoying this ink combination. It's been so enjoyable, and I can sit down and I can write for a very long time with this pen and ink combo. The next pen and ink combo that I have is the Narvaler or Narwhal. It used to be Narwhal, but now it's Narvaler. Original in white. When I first bought this pen, it was my intention. I needed a pen that was elegant and I could just put black ink in. So I did pick this up on Fountain Pen Day, and I picked it up at a steal from Atlas Stationers. And when I got it, my thoughts changed. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to find something else to put black in. I want to experiment with, you know, the flow of this pen and how it works with shimmer inks. So the first shimmer ink that I put in here is Ferris Wheel Press Stroke of Midnight. And this is definitely a carryover from November. Now, I don't know if you can see here, but this is how full it is. I did not intentionally fill it all the way on purpose because this is a very huge ink capacity. But I'm hoping you can see but there's some shimmer right there that I need to, once I get ready to clean my pen, I need to try to figure out how to clean it. And this is a piston filled pen, so you untwist this and then you press the back finial and it will fill up with ink. So I like to shake this pen or roll it in my hand to kind of mix up the shimmer. I can post it. There are times, it just depends on how I feel if I post this pen or not. And as you can tell, the shimmer in here is very, very stubborn. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this pen inked with this ink for the remainder of the month. And what I did just now was I just opened up that piston a little bit to kind of help the ink flow. And as you can tell, like, I don't know if it's the shimmer, if it's the pen. This is a medium nib, and I've had experience with narwhal or narvalers before, and I've never had this issue. So I don't know if the shimmer is just not, I don't know. But as you can tell, I'm having trouble getting the ink to flow. I'm going to keep working on this and I'll be right back. All right, family, after about 15 minutes on working to see why that pen will not flow, I've decided I'm just going to clean it out and I'm going to forego my Noveler original in white, and it was inked with Ferris Wheel Press Stroke of Midnight. So that will be clean. Now, the next couple of pens are new to my channel and I am really, really, really excited about them. The next one was gifted to me by Pen Chalet for review. Thank you so much, Pen Chalet. And this is the Conklin Quad Wood. I had to make sure I got that straight. This is the Conklin Quad Wood. And I'm going to pull out my notes because I had done some note taking on about this pen, so I could do a review, but I just never got around to it. The wood that is on here is, let me see if I can get this correct, rosewood, redwood. Let me see if I can set this down right here so you guys can see. Rosewood, redwood, olive wood, and then ebony. And then it has black matte resin in between the rings to keep them together. This pen is so pretty. I love it. I love the matte black cap. It is metal on the inside. So I don't cap this pen because I don't want to put it in and it scratches up the wood. So I do not cap this pen. It has a matte black nib with the Conklin crest in the middle. And this is in a fine nib. And I inked this one with Private Reserve Chocolate. This has been a good writer so far. I'm loving the way my ink flows. And this is a carryover from November. But like I said, they're new to my channel. And this pen, uncapped, is actually comfortable. I love this. I love the way this feels in my hand, even though it's a little bit short. But if I compare it to like my Kaweco Sport, it's almost the same size. So that this is kind of like the perfect pocket size pen for me. So this kind of goes along with that. So this is Conklin. Maybe that C was ugly. And this is the All-American Quad Wood. Ah. And this is in a fine nib. And this is inked with Private Reserve. Chocolate. And you know, why not pick a ink that goes with a wood pen? Because when you think of wood, you think of brown. But this ebony to me is so beautiful. I would love to have just an ebony pen. That would be gorgeous. I think that would be gorgeous. So, and this was a limited edition, and I got 424 out of 898. So, but if you still want me to do a review on this pen, just leave a comment in the comment section below and I will get on it. But I love this pen. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. The next pen is a pen that I hated. I hated because the nib was scratchy. When I wrote with it, it actually made holes in my paper. And then I ended up getting some micro mesh from Goulet Pens. And because I had even put this up for sale, I was like, you know what? I cannot. This is not the business. This is not it. I can't do this. This is not it. So I put it up for sale, and then I was like, let me just do some little figure eights on some micro mesh. And this is oh my gosh, it writes so good now, you guys. And this is an extra fine nib. Now, I don't do extra fine nibs often, but this extra fine nib, chef's kiss. And this is my Visconti Breeze in lemon. I picked these up from Vanessa Pens. They were on sale. I got this one and the lime, and it was only $108. I was like, for a Visconti? What? So yeah, I got both of them, and I was looking for the one, I think it's cherry, that I really want, but of course it's not anywhere. Woe is me. At the time, I was just like, I love the look of it. I love the cap band right here that it's like right near the step. I was just liking the overall look of the Breeze, and then you get a Visconti for that cheap. Yeah. So it was like one of those last chance deals. And with this one, I can also enjoy the feedback. Like when I say this nib was putting holes in my paper, I was like, no. And this was before I heard of micro mesh and I could, do that too. I was like, there's no way. There is no way that I'm going to keep this pen. But once I put it to some micro mesh, and because I was going through my collection, and I was just like, you know what, this pen is no. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no. But this is the Visconti Breeze. In lemon with an extra fine nib. Yes. Again, this extra fine I can definitely do. And this is inked with Herbon's Bleu des God, please don't let me butcher this name. If I am, I'm so sorry. Profondeurs, I think that's how you spell it. I took Spanish, not French. Well, I took French in the 8th grade, and then when I got to high school, I was like, no, I'm taking Spanish. This is the pen that taught me because this nib is so soft. And I don't know if this is a 14 karat. I don't know. I need to go back and look. But this is the pen that taught me to stop holding my pen so tight and let the pen and the ink flow. And with this particular ink, it is very, very wet. It takes a good second to dry. When I say a good second, I mean a good second to dry. So yes, I love that combination. My next pen and ink combo is one of my favorites. And I'm going to blame Lau for this one. Oh, but I love this enabled purchase because it's become one of my favorite pens that I don't want to put down, that I've actually re-inked since I've had it. But this is the Leonardo Momento Zero in Rangoli, and this was a Pen Boutique exclusive. Oh man, when I say this pen is so beautiful, and they were so easy to work with. When I purchased the pen, I put in the notes section, I would like my pen to have more purple than red, and they delivered. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. And I do have a code for Pen Boutique for 5% off, and I'll leave that code in the description box below. And I also have a code for Atlas Stationers. But this is a fine nib, and I didn't think I was going to like this fine nib. When I got the pen, I put in Kobe's Hisemagi. I'm trying to say it correct, but it translates to hydrangea. And that ink was so dry. Oh my gosh. I said, wow, is this pen supposed to be like this? He was like, it's not the pen, it's the ink. The ink is super dry. And that's when I distinguished the difference between a wet ink and a dry ink. I was like, I get it now. You know, it was like a light bulb went off. It was like click. But then in one of my Hollywood subscription boxes from Atlas Stationers, I got Lamy Azurite. And it's a blurple ink. And I was like, you know, I'm going to try that. You know, it matches the pen. Why not? And when I did, magic happened. So, and I love writing with this pen. It is so pretty. And this is my Leonardo Momento Zero in Rangoli. And this has a fine nib. And I reach for this pen more than a lot of my pens. And I'm not just saying that, but I do. Like when I go and want to write something, I reach for this pen. I don't know, this is beautiful. I love this pen. Oh my gosh. And this is inked with Lamy's Azurite. And I think that's a crystal ink, if I'm not mistaken. But this is so beautiful. I love the way the swirls are in there. It is beautiful. It is such a beautiful pen. And then my last inked pen, I'm going to blame Kristen from Life Inspired Designs. I had my eye on this pen when they released it, and then I was like, I had talked myself out of this pen. But she got hers in a 14 karat gold, and I just got mine in a steel nib. I'm going to work my way to 14 karat one day. We'll see. But when I saw her review her pen, I was like, dang it, I had talked myself out of this thing. And I went and I purchased it from Pen Boutique because they were the only ones that had it in what I wanted. So this is the Leonardo Momento Zero in Nuvola. This is so pretty. This is so gorgeous. A lot of people call this the cloud or cow pen. It is so pretty. And I got mine with the silver trim. I think hers is rose gold, but I like the silver trim. And this is in a medium nib. And when I tell you this pen writes like a beauty, oh my gosh, it is so pretty. And I just happen to have this ink sitting right here because this is the last pen that I inked for January. And I have it inked with Papier Plume's Oyster Gray. This pen and ink combo, again, chef's kiss. Beautiful. And I wanted to match it with like a sky blue type, but I was like, you know what? Let me find something that's sort of like that, but when you write with it, you really wouldn't expect. And I thought about this ink that I got from, I was going to say something else, Vanessa pens, but yes, Papier Plume's Oyster Gray. This is so beautiful. I love, oh my gosh. This is another pen that I can just sit down and write for a very long time with. Very long time. If I can spell. Zero, and this is Nuvola. And this is with a medium nib. And this is inked with Papier Plume. Oyster Gray. And I love the feedback on this pen. It is so nice. And I love the way this pen feels too. You know, she talked about, you know, the tactile of it. Oh, yes. I see what she means. I definitely see what she means. So these are my currently inked for January. Mine is, and you know what, I'm going to attempt, because I had it sitting upside down or this way with the piston open. So let me see if I can just get it to write. But yeah, I think I'm just going to clean this one out. No, it's not. I'm not sure what the issue is. I'm not sure if there's some shimmer stuck in the nib or what, but yeah, we're going to clean her out, with the exception of my noveler. And I'm kind of disappointed in it because I really wanted to write that one dry, but it's okay. So this is my currently inked. I have my Coveco Student in 50s Jazz with Birmingham Pen Company's Bellflower. I have my Esterbrook Cola with Diatramentis Black Red, my Esterbrook Esty in Botanical Garden with Golden Gate Bridge, my Benu Euphoria and Iced Caramel Latte with Color versus Coffee Break, my Twisby Eco in Indigo and Bronze with Roy & Klinger's Verdigris, my Conklin All-American Quadwood with Private Reserve's Chocolate, my Visconti Breeze in Lemon with Herbon's Bleu de Profondeurs, my Leonardo Memento Zero in Rangoli with Lamy Azurite, and my Leonardo Memento Zero Nuvola with Papier Plume's Oyster Gray. That is my currently inked. Some goals for my channel for this upcoming year is to just actually be more consistent, to find time to film and edit. We're starting off our second semester in school, so it's like, okay, things have slowed down from football and ACT testing and all of the state testing that we're required to do. Christmas break is over. I think our next big break is spring break, and that is the weekend of the Arkansas Pen Show, so I'm saving for that. Hopefully I get to go. But my goals for this channel is just to be more consistent and bring more content, because this is something that I enjoy doing. I love fountain pens and inks, and I didn't realize that I loved it this much. I love planning. I love journaling. So my channel started off as a planning channel, but I'm incorporating journaling and then fountain pens and inks. So let's just roll with the punches together. How about that? But those are my plans for this channel. it is my goal at the end of January to come back with like a report of, how how these inks worked for me. Did I enjoy my writing experience and all that good stuff? So yes, and then come back to see if I purchase the pen, to do more pen reviews. If I purchase pens, because I'm not in the business of just purchasing pens because I want that pen or because it's new and it come out. Right now, I'm into exploring what I have and enjoying what I have. There are a couple of pens on my wish list that I am saving to get. So hopefully that will work out in my favor. And I'm not just going to beat around the bush about it. I also want to be consistent so I can be monetized, so I can purchase the pens that I want. I am an affiliate for 2 pen shops. So if you want to use my code and help me out, that would be absolutely wonderful. If not, I completely understand. We all have our favorite creators that we want to support and, continue to support. But trust me, whatever support I get on this end is greatly appreciated. But I love this hobby. I love exploring pens, and hopefully one day I will get that Grail pen that I truly, truly want. And when I get it, I'm going to bring it to this channel. I don't care if it is December of 2024. It is my goal this year to get that pen. But that is it. Enough of me rambling. Thank you. Thanks, guys, so much. I really, really appreciate you watching. And in the meantime, in between time, you guys be safe, be blessed, and have a wonderful day. Bye.